ईच रो का ऐसा सब्सट्रैक्शन करने का, मतलब अगर एक रो में अगर 5 अगर हम लोग का सबसे कम वाला एलिमेंट है, फिर उससे
हम्म,
सबको माइनस करने का क्या, फिर सेकंड रो में जो कम एलिमेंट है उसको सबसे माइनस करने का, वो
हाँ
वाले रिस्पेक्टिव रोज को।
देखो, मैक्सिमाइजेशन को वंस यू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू मिनिमाइजेशन, बाकी सब स्टेप्स सेम। मतलब फ्रॉम ईच रो यू फाइंड द मिनिमम, सब्ट्रैक्ट इट फ्रॉम द रिस्पेक्टिव रोज, वो सब सेम।
मैम बट हम लोग जब भी मिनिमाइजेशन वाला करते थे सम,
हम्म हम्म
उसमें तो सिर्फ एक ही ढूंढते थे ना जो मिनिमम है, और उसको ही पूरा सब रो से माइनस कर देते थे।
नो 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 नो, नहीं नहीं, कभी भी नहीं। असाइनमेंट प्रॉब्लम में ऐसा नहीं किया हमने। दैट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मैट्रिक्स मिनिमम मेथड इन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन प्रॉब्लम। यहाँ पे हर रो का मिनिमम निकालो और सब्ट्रैक्ट इट फ्रॉम ईच रो एलिमेंट्स, वैसे ही कॉलम के लिए।
श्रद्धा, एक मिनिट, श्रद्धा, हेलो
हाँ मॅम, ऍक्च्युली काय
मैम।
झालं माहितीये, स्मॉल एन इज नॉट इक्वल टू कॅपिटल एन असतं तेव्हा आपण माहितीये ना अनकवर्ड मधले सगळ्यात
हाँ
लिस्ट
तेव्हा ते
मिनिमम
ठीक आहे,
घेतो.
तेव्हा ठीक आहे. आय आय थॉट
हो
ही वॉज
मॅम, ऍक्च्युली
आस्किंग.
तुम्ही काय केलं माहितीये, तुम्ही मिनिमायझेशन मध्ये बरोबर केलं, पण मॅक्झिमायझेशन प्रॉब्लेम होता ना, तेव्हा तुम्ही अनकवर्ड एलिमेंट मध्ये सेकंड रो मधला मिनिमम घेतलं,
एक
त्यांनी
मिनिट, थांब 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 थांब, तुम्हाला कुठलं पाहिजे सांगा मला, मॅक्झिमायझेशनच्या
मॅक्झिमायझेशनचं.
प्रॉब्लेमचं. हा, आधीच्या युज्युअल मेथड मध्ये काय प्रॉब्लेम नाही ना?
नाही नाही.
ओके, वन्स मिनिट, वन्स मिनिट, 1 मिनिट. ओके, असाइनमेंट प्रॉब्लम, उसमें मैक्सिमाइजेशन, हाँ हाँ, टेल मी.
हा मग
This was a
सगळ्यात.
maximization
हा.
question, okay?
येस.
So first I converted into अरे 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 अरे,
मिनिमाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम.
ये सेव क्यों नहीं हुआ? ये सॉल्व किया था ना उस दिन मैंने पूरा?
हाँ किया था.
अरे बाप रे, फिर सेव क्यों नहीं हुआ? एनीवे वो रिकॉर्डिंग तो वो आ जाएगा, रिकॉर्डिंग में आएगा, बट ठीक है. हाँ बोलो, बोल ग श्रद्धा.
मॅम ऍक्च्युली काय झालं माहितीये, स्मॉल एन इज नॉट इक्वल टू कॅपिटल एन झालं ना,
हाँ.
त्यानंतर अनकवर्ड होतं ते सेकंड
हम्म
आणि थर्ड रो चे नंबर्स ना.
हम्म
मग
हम्म
तुम्ही सेकंड रोचा जो मिनिमम होता ना त्यांनी
हम्म.
सबट्रॅक्ट केला, आणि मग थर्ड रोचा पण मिनिमम होता त्यांनी सबट्रॅक्ट केलं. मग सेकंड रो मध्ये फोर सगळ्यात मिनिमम होता ना, मग तुम्ही त्यांनी सबट्रॅक्ट केलं, आणि मग तुम्ही थर्ड रोचं मिनिमम काय होतं 5, मग त्यांनी सबट्रॅक्ट केलं, असं केलेलं तुम्ही.
नाही नाही, अनकवर्ड नंतर असं नाही करायचं,
हा,
सगळ्यातलं मिळून जो
ऍक्च्युली मॅम
मिनिमम
तुम्ही
आहे.
तसं केलेलं.
असं कसं होईल? आणि हे माझं गेलं कसं काय? मग सेव्ह का नाही झालं त्या दिवशी केलेलं? अगेन दॅट विल बी वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम ऍक्च्युली, सेम इफ आय टेक फॉर सॉल्विंग. हा मी केला होता का ग सॉल्व क्लासमध्ये?
हो केलेला, अनबॅलन्स्ड वाला आहे ना. हो केलेला,
हा
ऍक्च्युली
म्हणजे
तुम्ही ना. हा,
मॅक्झिमायझेशन आणि अनबॅलन्स्ड दोन्ही
आणि
केले
तो,
होते का?
हो तो इन्फायनाईट वाला पण केला, म्हणजे तुम्ही ना मेथड समजून देईल, नंतरचं सगळं
हा,
आम्हाला करायला
इनफायनाईट
सांगतील.
मी सॉल्व नाही केला, दॅट आय रिमेंबर. पण यातलं मी कुठला कुठला सॉल्व केला मग? अनबॅलन्स,
अनबॅलन्स, त्यानंतर सगळे स्टेप सेम होते ना, तर तुम्ही बोलले स्वतः करा.
हा, आणि मग हा केला, हा मॅक्झिमायझेशनचा तेवढा मी केला ना.
हो.
अच्छा, तर मग आता काय करू? परत सॉल्व करू? इट विल
नाही.
टेक टाइम.
अच्छा.
तसं नाही करायचं ते. आपण असं करूया, रेकॉर्डिंग बघा तुम्ही.
हा मॅम,
अनकवर्ड असतील
ऍक्च्युली
ना, तर अनकवर्ड मधले सगळे काय जो मिनिमम आहे तो सगळ्यातून सबट्रॅक्ट करायचा, जे अनकवर्ड आहेत त्याच्यातून. तिथे रो वाईज नाही करायचं.
ऍक्च्युली मॅम, लास्ट टाइमचे व्हिडिओचे ओनरशिप राईट्स मला भेटलेले ना,
हम्म
तर मी तुम्हाला ट्रान्सफर केलेले. त्यानंतर मी
हम्म
व्हिडिओ जर रेफर करत होती ना, तेव्हा
हम्म
तुम्ही
हम्म.
तसं केलेलं.
अच्छा, बघू का मी? बरं ठीक आहे, मग असं करू का, मी हाच परत करते. ओके, फाईन. असं कसं काय झालं? असं नाही व्हायला पाहिजे. असं नाही होणार. Anyway, ठीक आहे. Some people they have doubt about the example which I did in the last lecture. So, and it is not saved in my case. So I don't know why this has happened. But then what I will do is I will solve that again first, and then we will go to the last, what you can say, type in assignment problem. Okay. So has anybody observed what I did in that? Okay, just let me check through लिंक फर्स्ट, रिकॉर्डिंग लिंक. ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है मेरे से? पॉसिबल ही नहीं. All of you are able to see the recording?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear also? Can you hear this recording voice or no? Sagar?
मैम इतना नहीं आवाज आ रहा है, थोड़ा थोड़ा आ रहा है, वॉल्यूम थोड़ा सा बढ़ाए
देखो
तो आएगा शायद.
now.
हाँ आ रहा है थोड़ा थोड़ा, मतलब सुनाई दे रहा है ठीक ठाक.
ओके, अभी हम लोग सिर्फ वो पार्ट चेक करते हैं, तुम जो बोल रहे हो ना वो. ये नहीं, ये लाइन कहाँ पे ड्रॉ किए हैं? हा, इथे म्हणते का ग श्रद्धा?
हो मॅम.
ओके, आपण बघूया काय केलंय. ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ ओ.
हाँ मैम इकडे बोलत होतो.
हाँ 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 हाँ, नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये मिस्टेक हुआ है मेरे से. एक्चुअली मतलब वो मेरे माइंड से निकल गया होगा कि इट इज 4, मैंने वो 5 समझ के किया. ये मिस्टेक है. सो व्हाट शैल आई डू? शैल आई सॉल्व इट अगेन? नहीं 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 नहीं. Whichever is the minimum, like 4 was the minimum, no. Subtract it from all the uncovered elements. This was mistake done by me. Somehow it has went through my mind that minimum is 4, and that's why I did it like this. So what shall I do? Shall I solve it again now? It will.
नो मैम.
No, but others will refer this video again and they will do the mistake. Then it should be 4. Minimum is 4 and you are supposed to subtract 4. Thanks for telling me. Yes. Whether all of you got the mistake from that video, what happened? Other students? What we are supposed to do is, from the uncovered elements, we have to find the minimum one. And that we have to subtract it from the uncovered elements, and we have to add it at the intersection of the lines. and remaining elements which are on the line only, they are supposed to be written in as it is. Okay, so there is one mistake in the video which I have applied, which I have uploaded over here. Okay, I will mention that mistake in the description and then you refer it. Okay, so I don't think I have to revise the same example again. Just remember that when we are drawing the lines, if the number of lines are not equal to the order of the matrix, then what we are supposed to do, from the uncovered elements we are finding the minimum one and we are subtracting it from the uncovered elements, only one minimum. Huh? The minimum we are not finding it row wise, remember. So anyway, I am doing one more example over here. Let's see what happens to that, and then you will definitely come to know. Okay, so while referring that particular video, I will put some comment in the box, then you will be able to understand it. Just remember the thing that we have to find the minimum amongst all uncovered elements. Okay, so it's good that you are referring, and not only referring but you are careful also while referring the videos. Fine. So the last, Sagar, is there any other doubt? Sagar, Shraddha?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And I think in transportation problem, Shraddha, you made one command. Oh, sorry, comment for practical solution.
Yes, ma'am.
So is there any mistake?
Yes.
What about others? Did you check with the practical solution of the transportation problem?
Yes, ma'am.
So is it right?
No, ma'am.
There is mistake. Okay.
Yes.
Which problem?
Fourth.
Which problem is it? Fourth.
Fourth.
Okay.
Fourth problem, fifth table.
Fourth. Is it this? No. Yeah, fourth problem. Then this is table 1, 2, 3, 4.
In this table. Fourth table. Fourth table.
How many tables are there? Oh. Which one you are saying, Shraddha?
Fourth
Here.
table.
This one.
Yeah.
Ye wala. What happened?
Ma'am, actually that she took the wrong non-basic table. Actually, the base non-basic table which she has taken has a basic table.
Table is not non-basic.
Sorry, the
मैम
block.
मतलब उसको ये बोलेंगे वो जेड से मैंने सीजे किए है ना
हाँ, उसमें कुछ
तेज ना श्रद्धा 11 - 7 वाला ना
हो.
हाँ मैम वो जेड से मैंने सीजे है ना फोर्थ वाले
हाँ,
फोर्थ वाले कॉलम के लिए हाँ
वो
हाँ
जो 3 आया
हाँ
है
वो
वो।
माइनस में आना चाहिए
हाँ,
11 - 7
अच्छा।
4 4 - 5 -1
11 minus 7 is 4. 4 minus 5 is 1. Sorry, -1.
तो फिर पूरा वो चेंज
तो
होगा
यहाँ
ना
पे यस, फिर और कहीं पे पॉजिटिव आता है। हाँ, यहाँ पे आता है ना 1, यहाँ पे है ना। एनीवे लूप विल बी देयर ना और नॉट।
Yes, ma'am. Loop will be there.
तो फाइनल सॉल्यूशन पे क्या अफेक्ट हुआ?
नहीं मैम, फाइनल सॉल्यूशन उसका राइट है।
385 ही आया।
हाँ.
अच्छा, तो फिर ठीक है, क्योंकि ये मैंने क्लास में करवाए थे एग्जाम्पल्स तब। सो आई थिंक वो मतलब रब बुक से इसमें लिखने के टाइम कुछ मिस्टेक हुआ होगा। फाइन, ठीक है ना। और कुछ? Anything else you want to tell? No. Thank you.
नो मैम।
Yeah, yeah. So we
मैम
will
वो
proceed.
सैटरडे को इन्फिनिटी वाला सिखाया था ना, वो थोड़ा सा
हाँ,
सिर्फ शॉर्ट में फिर से एक बार बताओ ना, शॉर्ट में।
अच्छा। Why you were absent, Sagar?
मैम नेटवर्क इशू था, एक भी लेक्चर अटेंड नहीं कर पाया, लाइट गया था पूरा दिन।
Infinity वाला, okay. ओ ये देखो, इन्फिनिटी जो है ना वो इधर तुम्हारे गूगल क्लासरूम में ऐसा दिख रहा है नोटेशन, तो मैं इसको पीडीएफ में कन्वर्ट करके वापस डालती हूँ. ओके, आई विल टेक इट फ्रॉम हियर. Also, I will do this sum again and will post it in the corrected sum in the Google Classroom. Okay. Huh. So there is one, you can say, problem while solving the assignment problem is that sometimes there may be a condition that you cannot assign a particular job, say, to a particular machine. Then what is required to be done? That is called as a restrictions on assignments. For example, this is a problem where we have to assign, I mean, we have to place basically four machines, and we have to decide at which place we have to uh, allocate these machines. Okay, four machines are there and five places are there, but there are restrictions at two places. Like machine 2 is such a big that you cannot locate that machine 2 at place C, so there is a restriction. As well as their machine 3 is also such a big machine that you cannot place machine 3 at place A. So there are two restrictions. So you cannot assign machine 2 at place C and cannot assign machine 3 at place A. When such kind of restrictions are there, what we are doing? We are taking a cost of assignment at those places as infinite. Why we are doing so? Because you know what is the procedure in assignment problem. What we are doing, we are finding the row wise minimum, subtracting it from each element, column wise minimum, subtracting it from each elements of the column, and then wherever zeros are coming at those places we are taking those zeros and then we are making the assignments. Now if I subtract any element from infinity, it will be infinity again, right? So in the while taking at the end only zeros, these M2 to C wala assignment will never ever come in that table, and hence you will never get the assignment of M2 to C or M3 to A. Hence, wherever there are restrictions, we are taking infinity cost at those points so that they will never ever occur in your optimum table. Remaining procedure is same, means from now once you assign the cost as infinity, along with that, see, this problem was of unbalanced time because the matrix is not a square matrix. Four machines and five places are there, so I have taken one more machine, dummy machine, and allocated a cost of rupees 0 to these places. Okay, remaining procedure is same. You find the row wise minimum, column wise minimum, subtract them, draw the lines, all the things are same. Okay, only what I wanted to tell you is when there is such a situation that you cannot allocate or assign ith job to jth machine, such kind of restrictions are there, then at those places we are supposed to take infinity. Is it clear, Sagar?
यस मैम।
Yeah. Remaining procedure is same. ठीक है? Okay. So let me move to the remaining part of the, this is the last part of assignment problem, and hence our unit 2 will be over today. The unit 2 is transportation problem and assignment problem. So as I told on Saturday, there will be a test on the coming Saturday based on this second unit. Okay, fine. So what is the last part in this unit? That is called as a traveling salesman problem. Now, what is this and why it is appearing in the second unit is basically, you know, what do we mean by salesman? They have to travel from one place to other place. Okay. Now, suppose a salesman, you can say a salesman is appointed for a particular state like Maharashtra. Now he has to, for example, he has to travel all over Maharashtra. Okay. Then how will he plan his traveling? That is the problem. Okay. Like from which city to which city he will travel so that his traveling will be minimum. At the same time, all the distance will be covered. Like suppose there are four cities like A, B, C, D. Okay. In Maharashtra, where his traveling plan is there. Now, how should he travel? Like, should he travel from A to B, then B to C, then C to D, and then from D to A? Or he should start from A to C to B to D. Likewise, how should he plan so that total time required to travel or total cost required to travel, anything, whichever is given, will be minimum. Okay. Now here is one restriction. Which kind of restriction? One of the city is his home city. For example, if A is his home city, he will start his traveling from A. Okay. And the second condition is that he has to come back to his home city. Matlab again he will return to A. So basically what I need to decide is he will start from A. Then how should be his planning? From A, he will go to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A. Or A to say C, C to D, D to B, B to A. Okay. So basically we have to decide his travel plan so as to minimize the cost of traveling or to minimize the time required for traveling. Okay. Then let's see the description of the problem, and then we will decide why this traveling salesman problem has come into this unit. Okay. Suppose a traveling wants to visit certain number of cities allotted to him. He knows the distance of journey or cost of journey or time for every pair of cities, usually denoted by CIJ, that is cost of travel, distance, or time from ith city to z city. His problem is to select such a route that starts from his home city, passes through each city once and only once, and then return to his home city in the shortest possible distance or at the least cost or time. Okay. The problem may be classified into two types, symmetrical problem and asymmetrical problem. Now, symmetrical problem means if the distance or cost or time between every pair of cities is independent of the direction of its journey. And asymmetrical means the problem is said to be asymmetrical if every one or more pair of cities, the distance or cost or time changes with direction. For example, city A is at the bottom of a particular, you can say, hill, and city B is at the top of the hill. Okay, try to imagine what will happen. time required from city A to city B and time required to travel from B to A, will it be same? Will not be, isn't it? Because A is at the bottom and B is at the top of the hill, right? So in that case, direction wise, तुम्हारा time required to travel that much that particular distance will be different. Same case if you are traveling from by say plane also. If the plane's direction is in the direction of the wind, time will be less. If it is opposite to the direction of the wind, time may be somewhat more, isn't it? So same distance is there, but time required will be different when you are traveling from A to B and then from B to A. So when it is different, it is called as a asymmetrical problem. When it is same, it is called as a symmetrical problem. What am I telling? I hope you are getting. Time required to travel from A to B and B to A. If it is same, it is called as a symmetrical problem. If it is not same, it is called as a asymmetrical problem. But anyway, we are considering in this only symmetrical problems. Okay, fine. Now, why are we considering this traveling salesman problem in this unit? Because I can give the solution to this problem by using the assignment problem method. Okay. Now, instead of reading the material, what I will do is I will directly show you the example. What is this? This is a traveling salesman problem. Suppose A is the home city of the salesman, then he has to start from his city. Okay. Then he has to travel through each and every city, but only once. And he has to come back to his home city at the end. Now we have to decide his traveling plan so as to total time required or cost or you can say distance traveled will be minimum. Okay. Now, what is this problem which is actually given to you? Suppose this is the cost given to you. For example, for traveling from A to A. Now, can he travel from A to A? No. So here dash has been put. When he will start to from A, he has to go to B or C or to D or E. Now, what is this given? 2 is the cost of traveling from A to B. Okay. 5 is the cost of traveling from A to C. 7 is the cost of traveling from A to D. 1 is the cost of traveling from A to E. Similarly, 6 is the cost of traveling from B to B. Okay. Just a minute. I told you symmetrical problems and asymmetrical problems. Okay. So here in this example, we are considering the asymmetrical problems. Why am I saying? Because see, cost of traveling from A to B is 2, whereas from B to A is 6. Are you getting? He may be taking a longer route. Okay. अदरवाइज जो टाइम या कॉस्ट यहाँ पे होता है सेम यहाँ पे होना चाहिए था, क्योंकि ए टू बी जितना टाइम लगता है उतना ही बी टू ए लगना चाहिए, बट वैसा नहीं हो रहा है. राइट. हियर द टाइम इज 2, हियर द टाइम इज 6. So we are considering asymmetrical type of problems. Okay. So for example, suppose this is the time given to you. Then time required from travel to city B from city A is 2 units. Likewise, data is given. Why here the dash has been put? Because he cannot travel from A to A only. Okay. So dash has been put. Now we are supposed to give the solution to this traveling salesman problem by to this problem. So how can I give the solution? By using assignment problem method. Okay, that is Hungarian method. Now let's solve this problem. Now, since there are restrictions, which restrictions? He cannot travel from A to A, from B to B, from C to C, D to D, and E to E. So dash has been put over there. So wherever there are restrictions, what we are supposed to do? We have to put a very large penalty, that is infinity, over there. Now we will solve by using the Hungarian method. Now what is Hungarian method? First, we have to do the row operation. Right? What is row operation? From each row, we are finding the minimum one and subtracting it from the corresponding row. So for example, in the case of first row, which is the minimum one? Minimum is 1. So if I subtract, infinity minus 1 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, 5 minus 1 is 4, 7 minus 1 is 6, 1 minus 1 is 0. Right? Which is the minimum amongst the second row? Minimum is 2. So 6 minus 2, 4. Infinity minus 2, infinity. 3 minus 2, 1. 8 minus 2, oh, 1. 8 minus 2, 6. And 2 minus 2, 0. Next. Third row, minimum is 4. So 8 minus 4 is 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. Infinity minus 4 is infinity. 4 minus 4 is 0. 7 minus 4 is 3. Next, in the fourth row, the minimum is again 4. So 12 minus 4 is 8. 4 minus 4 is 0. 6 minus 4 is 2. Infinity minus 4 is infinity. 5 minus 4 is 1. In the last row, the minimum is 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 8 minus 1 is 7. Right? Now, which is the next step? The next step is column operation. What is the column operation? Again, from each column, we are finding the minimum one and then subtracting the minimum from each of the corresponding elements. So look at the first column. First column minimum is 0. So the first column will appear as it is. In the second column is also minimum 1. Sorry, 0. So second column will also appear as it is. In the third column, minimum is 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. Infinity minus 1 is infinity. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. Right? In the fourth column, minimum is 0. So column will appear as it is. In the fifth column also minimum is 0. Okay. Now what is the next step? Next step is we will draw the vertical and horizontal lines so that all the zeros will be covered. So here There are 2 zeros, so I will draw one line over here. Okay, so 1 zero is appearing at here, 2 zeros at this place. 1 2 and this one. Okay, so one I will put at here, one I will put at here. No, then how many will be there? Yeah, instead of here I will put at here, and one I will put at here. Because we have to draw the minimum number of lines, what I will do is, one line I will draw it like this, because there are 2 zeros in the last row, right? Now, what is small n and what is capital N? Small n
मैम
in,
एक जीरो रह गया ना,
कहाँ पे? ओ, यहाँ पे है।
5 ही होगा लाइन।
नहीं, अच्छा 5 ही हो रहा है फिर। लेट अस चेक द अल्टरनेटिव। हाँ, ओके, तो यहाँ पे मुझे डालनी पड़ेगी, बट और कोई वे था फिर? ये देखो, ये रो में 2 है इसलिए यहाँ पे किया, ये रो में 2 है, ये रो में भी 2 है, so let me draw this over here. ये रो में 1 था, बट ये रो में भी 1 है, तो और कुछ अल्टरनेटिव है क्या, जरा चेक करो। अदरवाइज 5 लाइन्स। और कोई अल्टरनेटिव था? एक लाइन ऐसी, एक लाइन ऐसी, इसको तो मेरे पास ऑप्शन, लेट मी टेक दिस अवे। Yeah, one line this, one line this, because 2 2 zeros are there. अभी यहाँ पे ये एक, ये तीनों भी डिफरेंट कॉलम्स में है और डिफरेंट रोज में भी है, तो आई डोंट हैव एनी अदर ऑप्शन। अगर इन दोनों को लेती तो एक होता, ये एनीवे, कैसे भी करो यू विल बी गेटिंग द 5 लाइन्स, नॉट लेस देन 5। ओके, this one also. So capital N is equal to small n, that is number of lines are equal to the order of matrix, and hence we are saying that optimum assignment has been reached. Right, now what next? Next is, we are taking only zeros. So in the last column there are 2 zeros. Then in the column of D, 1 0 at third place. Then in the column of C, 1 0 at the second place and 1 0 at the fifth place. Let me remove these infinities first. Okay. In the column of C, there are 2 zeros. In the column of B, 1 0 at the fourth place. Here. In the column of A, 1 0 at the fifth place. Yeah. So just let me check how many zeros I have taken. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7. And how many are there in this table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So now assignment. So, okay. Let me remove this and keep the table. So what will be the first assignment? We are looking row wise. Wherever is the first zero, wherever will be there only 1 0, we are encircling it, right? So in the first row there is only 1 0, so I will encircle it first, right? Now in the same row, yeah, column, if there is any other zero, you have to cross off it. So since in this column there is one more zero, I will cross off this, right? Now in the second row, how many zeros are there? Only one, right? So now in the corresponding column C, one more zero is there. So we will remove cross off this. Now in the next row there is one more zero. So we will encircle it. In this row also there is only 1 0. Encircle it. Now in this row also there is 1 0. So we will encircle that. We got the solution easily, isn't it? Okay. So what is the assignment schedule now? It is, see, to this side it is from city and to this side it is to city. Like he has started from A and going to B. He has started from A and going to C, right? Or started from B going to A. So right now the assignment schedule which we got is A to E, right? Then B to which C, then C to D, then B to B, and then E to A. Right? Now, is it okay? So this is how assignment has been done. But was I dealing with assignment problem? No, I'm dealing with now traveling salesman problem. So what is the relation now? It gives me, if I start from city A, I should go to E. If I start from E, sorry, after going to E, I should go to A. From B, I should go to C. C to D. D to B. Likewise, right? So, so right now, this solution is telling me if I start from A, I should go to E. Look at here. Then from E to where? From E to again A. Right? And then from B to C, C to D, and D to B. Are you getting? A to E, E to A. B to C, C to D, and D to B. हमें ट्रैवल प्लान ही बनाना है ना. right? But whether my restrictions are satisfied in this case, which restriction? He has to start from his home city. Now, suppose A is his home city. So he is starting. Then he has to visit each city only once, each city once and only once, and come back to home city. But if in this solution, if he is starting from A, he can go to E, but from E, he is again coming back to A. He is not able to visit cities B, C, D by this route, isn't it? So, still, I didn't receive the solution to the traveling salesman problem. Are you getting? Then what kind of modification is required in this? Let's see. So what I will say, this solution is not the solution yet for traveling salesman problem. So what we will do, we will consider next minimum cost. Okay. So what is required to be done is you list all the zeros from this table as usual, and along with those zeros, you also list the next minimum cost, which is 1 over here in the next table. So for example, wherever zeros were occurring, for example, they were at here, here. Next, in the column of D at C. Next, in the column of C at the second place. Next, in the column of B at fourth place. Next, in the column of A at fifth place. Next, one more is remaining. In the column of C at fifth place. Right? So, I have tried this with zeros, right? But I couldn't get the solution to the traveling salesman problem. Hence, I'm supposed to take one more next minimum values. I mean, I'm supposed to take the next minimum values from the final table. Now, which is the next minimum to 0? It is nothing but 1. Now, wherever 1 are occurring in the first row at B, in the second row, there is no 1. In the third row, no 1. In the fourth row, 1 is at C and E. And in fifth row, no ones are there. So in the first row at B, in the fourth row at C and E. Here is 1. In the, which row I said? Third row, na? At C and E. Or fourth row. Let me check. In the fourth row. Fourth row. Yes. So what next? Now you make the assignment as usual. मतलब हम लोग जो observe row wise, if only 1 0 is there, encircle it first. Check column wise. Likewise, that we will go ahead now. Now look at the first row. Is there only one element? No. Second row? No. Third row, only 1 0 is there. So assignment will be made at here. In the third row, there is only 1 0. So assignment will be at here. Right? Now, in the fourth row, 3 elements. In the fifth row, 2 elements. Right? Now, let's check column wise. So in the first column, there is only 1 0. So we will do this assignment. Okay. So since this is the one element in the column, I will cross off this 0 now because E has already assigned to A, right? So let's cross off the other 0 which is there in that row. Next, in this column there are 2 entries, in this column there are 2 entries, in this column now there are 3 entries. So no assignment is possible. Again check row wise. In this row 2 elements, this row 2 elements, and this row 3 elements. Fine. Now as we were doing in the this one, which one, assignment problem, we were choosing the arbitrarily one. Okay, so let me check with, see, now I will not choose this as I can choose. Anyway, so let's start by choosing one arbitrarily. Next assignment. So which should I choose? I can choose with this or I can choose with any one of these. Let me start with this. Okay, I will choose this one now. So if I choose this one, what will happen? This will be crossed off. Because it is present in the same column. As well as this will also be crossed off because it is present in the same row. Right? Now from the remaining again you check for encircling. Here there are 2 elements in this row. Here there are still 2 elements in this row. In this column also 2 elements. In this column also 2 elements. So again take a arbitrary decision. Let me check. Let me take with this. Okay. Now I will cross off this. As well as will cross off this. Now there is only one element which is remaining. So we will encircle that. See, in the traveling salesman problem, though we are getting the solution by assignment problem method, because you have seen just now, direct that method is not giving me the solution. So what am I doing is, I am taking the next possible minimums. And then I have to take the choice arbitrarily. Like this was the one way of taking the this one. But because of that, what is happening, see, यहाँ पे तुम्हें ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड अडॉप्ट करनी पड़ती है व्हेन यू आर टेकिंग द सेकेंड मिनिमम सी what is the cost here, what was the cost here, a to e, b to c, c to d, d to b, and e to a. Okay, the cost whatever let it be, it was not the solution to my problem. Now let me check this. Is it giving me the solution for traveling salesman problem? Just give me 5-7 minutes. I will finish this problem. A to what solution I got? B. Then from B to C. Then C to D. Then D to E. Right? And from E to A. What does it mean? A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to A. So if I start from my home city A, I will go to B. From B to I will go to C, C to D, D to E, and E to A. I am visiting each and every city. Oh, so I will start from A, will go to B, from B to C, from C to D, D to E, and E to A. Right? I am starting from home city, coming back to home city. Not only that, in between also I am visiting each and every city once and only once. मतलब ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है कि I am going starting from A to B, then B to again A. That is not happening. Each city is visited once and only once, as well as starting from home city and coming back to home city. Such a solution I am getting. That means I got the solution to the traveling salesman problem. But now, what is the cost of traveling or time required to travel? Let's see. Let's see. Huh? A to B means how much? 2 plus B to C 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. C to D 5 plus 4 is 9. D to E 9 plus 5 is how much? 14. And E to again A 14 plus 1 is 15. Right? So in this case now means Z is 15. Got it? But one more thing we have to change. Yes. Anybody has any doubt? Okay. One more, you have to be very careful at this place क्योंकि यहाँ पे मुझे ट्रायल एंड एरर से बाद में डिसीजन लेने पड़ते हैं. Okay. So I have selected with this one and these two ones I have encircled for getting the solution. But let me check, was there any other way? Like, like, let me check कि यही optimum है या नहीं? Okay. Give me 5 more minutes. देखो, जहां पे 10 था एनसर्कल करने के लिए वहां पे हमें कुछ ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. लेट मी रिमूव दिस, रिमूव दिस, remove this, this, this. यहाँ पे देखो ये रो में एक ही 0 है, फाइन, आई हैव एनसर्कल्ड. ये कॉलम में एक ही 0 है, इसलिए आई हैव एनसर्कल्ड एंड हेंस क्रॉस्ड ऑफ दिस. up to this it is okay. But now I have already told you, in this row 2 entries, in this row 2 entries, in this row 3 entries are there, in the columns also 2 2 3 entries are there. So we have to take the decision arbitrarily. Just now what I did, I have taken the decision of encircling this one. But instead of encircling first only the one, what I will do is I will take a option of encircling 0. Okay. So if I choose this 0 first, okay, instead of encircling this one, what will happen? Let's see. I will tell you the problem. As we are taking the arbitrary decision in the next step for encircling, what will happen? See, if I encircle this 0 first, instead of encircling this 1, what will happen? From A, I will go to E, right? But from E, do I have an option? No, क्योंकि यहाँ पे एक ही 0 था, इसलिए ऑलरेडी हमने encircle करके रखा है. तो from A, I will go to E and E to again A. So whether my problem is solved? No. So while taking arbitrary decision, I will not encircle E. I must have to encircle at here only. Try to understand this. And if I encircle this now, see, control, I have to cross off this and then this also. Okay. Now again there is a question of arbitrarily cross off, because in this row also two zeros, in this row also two entries, in this column two entries, and in this column also two entries. So arbitrary decision we are taking, right? Let me take a decision of crossing at here, sorry, encircling at here. What will happen? Okay, then this and this will be crossed off and this should be encircled. But if instead of this zero I have already taken it last time, let me take it here now. What will happen? This will be crossed off, this will be crossed off.
मैम अगर ई को एंसर्कल किया तो फिर आंसर नहीं आएगा क्या?
कहाँ पे? Wait, let me finish with this, then you ask me. And then now this will be encircled. But am I getting the solution now? See, A to B, B to E, E to again A, right? So am I getting the solution? No, because I'm starting from A and reaching to A again in between. So while taking the arbitrary decisions for encircling over here, you have to take care. Okay, and so whatever I did here was the way for encircling. Are you getting? Hope you got it. Sagar, what was your doubt? Sagar?
मैम वो पहला जिधर बी को एनसर्कल किया वन की जो
हाँ,
उसके
वही
बदले
मैंने
अगर
तुम्हें बताया ना कि यहाँ पे अगर मैंने एनसर्कल किया होता इसकी जगह, ओके, तो यहाँ पे मुझे क्रॉस ऑफ करना पड़ता, राइट? तो क्या होता, मैं ए से ई जाती हूँ, लेकिन ई से मैं वापस ए आ रही हूँ, राइट? सो इफ आई एम स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम ए
तो फिर वो
एंड ई से अगेन आई एम गोइंग टू ए, तो बीच वाले सिटीज को मैं जा ही नहीं पा रही हूँ।
मैम कैसा, मतलब अगर ए को सर्कल किया, ठीक है, तो फिर
कहाँ पे सर्कल
अगर
किया?
ई को,
ई को,
हाँ, तो फिर
ई को,
हाँ,
तो
फिर
देखो
नेक्स्ट
इसको
इसमें
क्रॉस
सी
ऑफ
को
करो,
सर्कल किया,
नेक्स्ट इसमें
सी वाले
सी
को,
को,
सी,
किधर किधर,
हाँ उधर,
इधर?
हाँ वो नीचे वाला कट होएगा
कौन से बेसिस पे तुम सर्कल कर रहे हो सागर?
मैम,
असाइनमेंट वाले
आर्बिट,
बेसिस पे नहीं।
हाँ
ये देखो, पहले सबसे पहले तुम्हें जो एक एक वाले हैं उनको एनसर्कल करना ही है। तो मेरे कौन कौन एनसर्कल ऑलरेडी, वेट, बाकी लोगों को मैं रिमूव करती हूँ फॉर तुम्हारे इसके लिए समझने के लिए। तुम जो बोल रहे हो इसको पहले मैं एनसर्कल करूँ, ओके वेट। पहले तुम्हें वही देखना है कि किसी भी रो या कॉलम में एक जीरो है क्या। लाइक इस रो में एक जीरो है, देखो, है ना, और इस कॉलम में एक जीरो है, तो इनको पहले एनसर्कल करना ही है। नाउ फ्रॉम द
हाँ मैम,
रिमेनिंग यू हैव टू टेक अ डिसीजन। तो तुमने बोला इसलिए मैंने यहाँ पे एनसर्कल किया, राइट? अब क्या होगा, यहीं पे चेक करो ना तुम। यू विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम ए, will go to E, but from E you are again coming back to A, right? That is not allowed. You will start from your home city and will go to other cities and will return back to your home city only at the end. Are you getting? तो वो कंडीशन यहाँ पे सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रही है.
ओके ओके.
हाँ. Hope it is clear to all. You can do it once more and we can discuss it in the next lecture also. Do you have the practical today? Madhavi madam's practical?
कुछ बोला नहीं मैम ने.
Okay. Anyway, don't worry, I'm not going to take it now. Okay. So this was the last part in the assignment problem, and now the unit 2 is over, and we will proceed to unit 3 from the next lecture. I will post in the group whether there will be a practical on Wednesday. Mostly I will be taking it for 1 hour. Let's see. Okay. Thank you.